Have you ever wondered why, even when you think you're eating right, your blood sugar just doesn't behave? You skip the sweets, say no to desserts, and still, your sugar levels stay stubborn. It's frustrating, isn't it? Now imagine this. What if I told you there's one simple thing you can do just once a day, and it could start turning the tide on excess sugar in your body? Something so small, yet so powerful, that it could help you manage your diabetes naturally and feel more in control again. Now, I know what you might be thinking. If it's that simple, why haven't I heard it before? Well, that's exactly why you're here. Because sometimes, the things that help us the most don't come in a bottle or a prescription. They come in moments of awareness, of change, of doing one small thing the right way. You see, for those of us over 60, the body changes. It doesn't burn sugar like it used to. The pancreas gets a little slower, the insulin doesn't work quite as efficiently, and our habits, built over decades, can sometimes work against us without us even realizing it. But the good news? Your body is still capable of healing. Yes, even now. And today's journey is not about making your life more complicated. It's about simplifying it, taking one small, doable step that you can look forward to every day. One action that helps your body eliminate the sugar it doesn't need and take back some control over your blood glucose. So, what is this once-a-day thing we're talking about? Let's begin by thinking about how sugar enters your bloodstream. It's not just candy or cake. It's white bread, rice, pasta, juices, even certain fruits. Foods that may seem innocent, but quickly break down into sugar once inside your body. Now, if this sugar isn't used as energy right away, it gets stored. And if your insulin, the hormone that acts like a key to open your cells, isn't working well or is in short supply, that sugar stays in your blood. Over time, this creates the spikes and crashes that exhaust you, make you hungry again, and damage your organs. So we ask, how can we interrupt this cycle? And here's the secret: fiber. That's right. One of the most powerful things you can do to balance your sugar levels is to eat a small but potent serving of natural fiber once a day, before your biggest meal. Why? Because fiber slows down how fast sugar enters your blood. It acts like a traffic cop telling glucose, "Hey, not so fast." Instead of spiking your sugar like a rocket, fiber helps it enter your bloodstream more gradually, giving your body time to manage it more calmly and effectively. But this isn't just about eating more salads or chewing on raw vegetables, though those are good too. No, I'm talking about one specific habit: consuming a fiber-rich drink or food 10 to 20 minutes before your main meal, especially if it's carb-heavy. Let's say your biggest meal is lunch. Before you dig into the rice or roti, take a moment and have a small bowl of soaked chia seeds, a tablespoon of psyllium husk in water, or even a salad made of raw cucumber and carrot with lemon juice. This tiny habit acts like a shield, protecting your blood sugar from rising too fast. It might feel too simple to be effective, but trust me, the science is there. In fact, many clinical studies have shown that soluble fiber like psyllium husk can reduce blood sugar spikes by up to 25 to 30%. That's no small thing. And even better, it doesn't just help once. The more consistently you do it, the more your body learns to manage glucose naturally, improving insulin sensitivity, and even reducing your cravings for sugar over time. Now, I know the word fiber might not sound exciting, but let me tell you this: when you start feeling more stable, less tired, and more in control of your appetite, you'll realize that excitement isn't in the taste, it's in the results. Many seniors who've started this once-a-day fiber-first habit report something surprising. Not only do their sugar levels improve, but they also feel less bloated, more energetic, and even sleep better. That's because sugar affects everything, from mood to memory to inflammation. So when you start to balance it, the ripple effect is powerful. And don't worry, you don't have to force yourself to eat anything bland or bitter. You have options. You can mix flax seeds into yogurt, add chia seeds to a glass of water with lemon, or even enjoy a simple apple with its skin on. It's packed with pectin, a natural fiber that does wonders for blood sugar. The key is not to overthink it. Just choose one method that suits you and make it a gentle daily ritual, like brushing your teeth or taking your evening walk. Something easy, enjoyable, and repeatable. This is what I love most about it. It respects your time, your energy, and your body's natural ability to heal. You're not chasing a quick fix. You're giving your body a tool to work smarter. And as you keep at it, day after day, you might start noticing other changes too. Fewer cravings for sweet things, more consistent energy through the afternoon, and, perhaps most importantly, a sense of control coming back into your hands. Because let's be honest, diabetes can feel overwhelming, like you're walking on a tightrope, always afraid of slipping. But when you have one small habit that works with your body, that tightrope starts to feel more like solid ground. And isn't that what we all want after 60? A life with less stress, less struggle, more balance, more ease. So next time you sit down for your main meal, remember this gentle practice. Start with fiber, even just a spoonful, even just once a day. Don't wait for the perfect moment or the perfect plan. Start where you are, with what you have, because the journey to better health isn't about perfection. It's about intention, about consistency, about honoring your body with one small act of care at a time. Now that you've started thinking about the power of just one simple act a day, adding fiber before your biggest meal, let's go a little deeper. Because while that one change is a fantastic start, there's something even more interesting happening in your body after 60 that you deserve to understand. See, when we're younger, our body is more forgiving. We can eat a little more sugar, skip a few walks, and still get by. But as we age, the balance shifts. The pancreas, which helps regulate sugar, starts to slow down. Our muscles, which normally soak up excess glucose, get smaller unless we stay active. And our insulin, the key hormone that moves sugar out of our blood, starts having a harder time unlocking the cells. It's like trying to open a door with a rusty key. You're turning and turning, but it doesn't quite work the way it used to. So if you've ever felt tired after meals, foggy-headed, or strangely hungry even after eating, that's not your imagination. That's your body telling you that sugar isn't moving the way it should. But there's good news. You don't need to overhaul your entire lifestyle. You don't need to spend hours at the gym. You don't even need to give up your favorite foods forever. You just need to support your body in small, natural ways, so it can begin to work with you instead of against you. And one of the most overlooked tools to help with that is movement. Not intense, back-breaking workouts, but gentle, regular movement that tells your muscles, wake up, help me burn this sugar. Here's the thing. After we eat, sugar enters the bloodstream. If we sit still, like on the sofa in front of the TV, or lying down, that sugar has nowhere to go. It lingers, builds up, and forces your pancreas to pump out more insulin just to keep up. But if you move, just a little, after your meal, you're giving your body a helping hand. You're telling your muscles, hey, time to work. Time to absorb that sugar and turn it into energy. Even a slow 10-15-minute walk after eating can lower your blood sugar significantly. In fact, many doctors now say that a light post-meal walk is just as effective as some medications in reducing sugar spikes. Now let's think practically. You don't have to go far, just a stroll around your home, down the hall, in your garden, or even standing in place and doing a few gentle stretches. The goal isn't to sweat or feel tired, it's just to activate your body enough to start using the sugar instead of storing it. You may notice that after doing this for a few days, your digestion improves. You feel lighter after meal. That groggy, sleepy feeling after eating, it begins to fade. Your energy stays more even. Your mind feels sharper. That's your body saying, thank you. And here's something beautiful. This movement doesn't just help with diabetes. It also supports your heart, your joints, your bone, even your mood. One small walk a day can reduce the risk of heart disease, ease arthritis pain, and help you sleep better at night. It's one of those rare habits that has no downside, no cost, no side effects, just pure benefit. But I get it. You might be thinking, I have knee pain, or I don't feel steady on my feet. That's okay. The beauty of this practice is that it's flexible. If walking isn't comfortable for you, try seated leg lifts, gentle arm movements, or holding onto a chair for support while you sway side to side. Movement isn't about distance. It's about activating your muscles in a way that supports your sugar control. Now imagine this: fiber before the meal, gentle movement after. Two bookends around your biggest meal that take only minutes. but work for hours inside your body. And there's more. Let's talk about something that doesn't get enough attention when it comes to blood sugar: stress. You see, stress isn't just in your mind. It shows up in your body. When you're anxious, overwhelmed, or constantly on edge, your body releases a hormone called cortisol. And cortisol? It raises blood sugar. That's right. Even if you haven't eaten a thing, high stress can still send your blood sugar soaring. Your body goes into fight or flight mode and starts releasing stored sugar into the bloodstream, just in case you need to run from a wild animal, even though the only thing you're running from is your to-do list or a family argument. So, here's a gentle but powerful truth. Managing stress is part of managing diabetes. And that means doing one thing a day, just one, that brings your nervous system back to peace. Maybe it's sitting in the sun for a few minutes with your eyes closed. Maybe it's listening to your favorite old song. Maybe it's closing your eyes and taking 3 deep breaths. Not forced, not fancy, just slow, calm, present. These small moments tell your body, you're safe, you're okay. There's no emergency. And when your body hears that, your cortisol goes down, your insulin works better, your sugar stays more stable. So, now we've built a beautiful little trio. One small, fiber-rich bite before a meal, one gentle movement after a meal, and one peaceful moment of stillness or breath once a day. These aren't massive changes, but they are powerful signals to your body. Signals that say, you are loved, you are supported, you can heal. Now, before we move on, I want to share a short story, because sometimes the best lessons come from real people, not textbooks. I recently spoke with a gentleman named Rajesh, 68 years old, who'd been battling high blood sugar for over a decade. He told me something that really stuck with me. He said, "I thought the only way to get better was to take more pills, but the more I took, the worse I felt." What changed? He began doing just what we're talking about. He started his lunch with a bowl of cucumber and flaxseed. He walked slowly for 10 minutes around his compound after eating, and every evening he sat in silence with his eyes closed, just focusing on his breath. In 3 months, his sugar stabilized. His doctor reduced his medication, and more than that, he said, "For the first time in years, I feel like I'm not just surviving, I'm living again." That, my friend, is the power of once a day. It's not a trick. It's a gentle partnership with your body. An agreement between you and your health that says, we'll meet halfway. And that's what I want for you too. You deserve a life that feels steady. A life where you're not ruled by numbers on a screen or fear of what you can't eat. A life where simple routines bring you joy and bring your sugar down too. Remember, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means becoming wiser. And that wisdom? It shows up in how we choose to care for ourselves in small, consistent ways. So, if you haven't already, start with just one of these practices today. Pick the one that feels easiest, the one that makes you smile a little, and trust that you're doing something beautiful for your health. So far, we've covered some simple, beautiful habits, just once a day, that can gently turn your health around. Fiber before meal, a little movement after eating, and even just a few quiet minutes of calm to lower stress and sugar levels. All small steps, all full of life-changing power. Now let's go a little deeper, because the truth is, what you do once a day doesn't always have to be something new. Sometimes it's about replacing one habit with a better one, especially when it comes to what we drink. I want to talk to you now about your daily beverage. Maybe it's a cup of tea, a little juice, or a mid-morning soft drink. We often don't think twice about it, but this one drink could be silently keeping your blood sugar high, even if your food choices are on track. It's hidden sugar, and it's sneaky. Even drinks labeled healthy or natural can spike your sugar. A glass of packaged fruit juice, even the unsweetened kind, can have the same effect on your blood sugar as eating a candy bar. Sweetened tea, flavored waters, even so-called diabetic drinks, many of them are packed with sugar alcohols or syrups that confuse the body. And when sugar hides in liquids, it's even worse, because your body absorbs liquid sugar fast. It rushes straight into the bloodstream. There's no fiber to slow it down, no chewing to prepare your digestion. It's a quick hit, and your poor pancreas scrambles to catch up. But don't worry, there's a gentle way to turn this around. All you need is a once-a-day ritual, something warming, hydrating, and naturally healing. That's why I recommend one simple daily switch: herbal or spiced water. Something as basic as warm cinnamon. Water, fenugreek seed tea, or even plain barley water can do wonders. Let's take cinnamon water, for example. Just a half teaspoon of cinnamon stirred into warm water once a day can help lower fasting blood sugar, improve insulin sensitivity, and even curb sugar craving. Science backs this up. Studies have shown significant improvements in blood sugar levels with just this one change. And the best part? It's comforting. It feels good going down. It warms the belly. It doesn't feel like a chore. It feels like self-care. Or maybe fenugreek seeds are more your style. Soak a teaspoon of them overnight in a glass of water. Drink the water in the morning, and chew the seeds if you'd like. They're known in Ayurveda and modern research for balancing blood sugar naturally, especially in seniors. Even something like barley water, a favorite in many Indian households, can be a daily detox. It keeps you hydrated, flushes out toxins, and supports kidney health, which is especially important if you've been managing diabetes for many years. So instead of reaching for that sugary drink at 11 a.m. or 4 p.m., make one small switch. Brew something healing. Sip it slowly. Let it nourish you from the inside out. You'll not only feel better, you'll begin to notice the difference in your blood sugar readings. More steady, less spiky, and your energy, that constant drag, will start to lift. Now, let's shift to another quiet villain of blood sugar: sleep. I know you're probably thinking, what does sleep have to do with sugar? But here's the surprising truth: everything. Sleep isn't just rest, it's repair. It's when your body resets your hormones, balances your sugar levels, and gives your pancreas a much-needed break. And when you don't get enough quality sleep, your insulin becomes sluggish. Your hunger hormones go haywire. You crave more sugar during the day, and your blood sugar goes up, even if you haven't eaten more. But here's the twist. As we get older, sleep changes. It's lighter. We wake up more easily. And often, we go to bed with a racing mind. So here's a once-a-day habit to restore healthy sleep. A simple bedtime wind-down ritual. Maybe it's 15 minutes of reading something peaceful, or listening to soft instrumental music, or doing gentle stretches by your bedside. Maybe it's writing down 3 things you're grateful for, or sipping a small cup of warm turmeric milk without sugar. The goal is to create a signal to your body that it's time to slow down, to shift gears, to ease into the restful, healing part of your day. Because when your sleep improves, everything improves. Your sugar, your mood, your energy, even your blood pressure. And the best part? This once-a-day bedtime ritual doesn't have to be complicated or long. It just has to be consistent. The body loves routine. It craves it, especially after 60. Give it that gentle rhythm, and it will reward you with better rest and better blood sugar control. So let's take a moment to breathe. You've now added a fiber-rich starter to your meal, a gentle walk after eating, a peaceful moment of calm each day, a healing daily drink, and now restorative sleep, all just once a day. Doesn't that feel manageable, gentle, doable? We're not asking for perfection. We're simply building a beautiful new rhythm. One step, one sip, one breath at a time. Let me share a lovely message I received recently. It was from a woman named Savita, 72 years old, who had tried every diet and every medication, but still felt exhausted and defeated by her diabetes. She started doing one thing from this list each week. Week 1, she added cinnamon water. Week 2, she took a short walk after lunch. Week 3, she practiced slow breathing before bed. After 6 weeks, her sugar readings dropped. Her morning energy returned. And you know what she said? It wasn't the big changes that saved me. It was the small one, done with love. That, my friend, is what this journey is all about. You don't need to rush. You don't need to stress. You don't even need to follow every single step. You just need to choose one and stick with it once a day. And slowly, like the seasons changing, like a flower opening to the sun, your body begins to shift. Healing becomes possible. Ease replaces struggle, and you begin to feel alive, not controlled by sugar, but free from it. This is the wisdom of aging. We don't try to conquer the body. We listen to it. We honor its rhythms. We care for it with kindness and consistency. And if you've made it this far, I want you to know, I see you. I honor your effort. I believe in your ability to heal. So, whether you begin with a glass of warm, spiced water, a moment of silence, or simply by choosing to rest more deeply tonight, it all counts. It all helps. It all matters.